If you had a gym teacher like I did, this leg finisher is going to be giving you some memories. Might be good, might be bad. Here we go. Welcome back to Self-Built. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a quad finisher that I've been playing around with. I've used it about 3 times after my current leg workouts, and holy cow, it has been roasting them. It is a test of will, a test of mind strength, and a test of how far you want to keep going in it. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't require any equipment, any weight. All you need is a body and a wall. Those are your clues for you. And chances are your gym teacher probably made you do this exercise, and I can tell you I hated it, but now I appreciate it. What I'm talking about are isometric or static holds. If you're not familiar with that term, just very simply, whenever you do a repetition, say we're going to be curling a weight, as you're curling up, you're doing concentric movement. As you hold it, that's isometric or a static. And then as that movement starts to go down, that's called eccentric. So those are the 3 parts of a repetition. So we're going to be focusing on those isometric holds. There's a number of benefits from them. You can use that type of training in really any sort of exercise that you're doing. There's different types of isometric training, which I won't go too deep into, but essentially there's ones where you hold a weight for so long, or there's something that you're pushing against that's fixed as hard as you can, as long as you can. What we're going to focus on today is body weight. So clearly that's going to be a weight that you can hold. And I'm just going to be leaning up against the wall, and I'm going to demo it right here. I'm going to time this because that's really the best way to measure if you're getting success or not. How I'll typically do it is I'll have a good stance away. If you have a floor that's a little bit slippery, make sure you got some good shoes. Your initial thought might be, hey, this is too basic an exercise. I'm not interested. I'm going to click away. Hold that finger. Let me talk to you for a second. But first, let me get into position. Okay, right there. I only got a few ways to do this, so hopefully I can get it right first couple times. But anyways, if you're doing a static hold of anything, what it's going to do is it really primes your nervous system to be able to handle more weight. So if you're doing, for example, if you're going to be doing like a squat or a bench where you're holding the weight, that's a lot more than you can normally do. What it's going to do is it's going to tell your nervous system to really recruit more, and basically it'll become stronger. And what it's doing is it's also playing a mental game. If you've got that much weight on the bar and you're holding it, and then you go down to a weight that's otherwise challenging, it's not going to feel as heavy. Your body's going to be ready for it, and it's going to be really awesome. And what this is doing is I'm holding my body in a stretched position, and it's really burning. And there's been a lot of recent studies that have come out. If you're holding your muscle in a stretched position, it's helping it grow a lot. Oh, and my mind is also getting trained to push through that pain a lot more. And if you can push through pain a lot more, you're going to be able to get a lot more intense workouts. Believe me. Oh, come on. Fight it. Come on. So all you got to do is just stay here. Whoo! Okay. Holy crap. Yeah, your gym teacher hates you for doing these. So I got about just over 1:30. You might not be moving up and down, but those, you can make them as hard as you want. So just fight it. I feel like it's honestly more a mind game of getting you mental toughness. Whew! Sure is a good pump though, man. That is essentially the exercise. Pretty simple, pretty basic. All right, let's see if I can do a second rep. My endurance drops pretty quick once I do this, but I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. But something nice is you can do different stances on your legs. You can hold at different positions. But for me, I like to hold at a 90-degree or deeper. Just to go back, I like to be getting that muscle stretched so it's under a ton of tension. And if you don't know already, time under tension is a huge factor in muscle growth, in being able to damage those muscle fibers to make them adapt and to be able to grow bigger and stronger. There's a rule, no putting your hands on your legs. Maybe your hips if you want, if you don't know what to do with them. Get those hands off those knees, don't you do that. Man. But if anything, this is really helping you get into that pain. Fight it. Whoo! Gosh. That's a lot longer than typically my second rep will be, so that's about 15 seconds longer than normal. But that, it's a good one. It looks way too basic. Just give it a try though. I dare you. I'll use this as a finisher. So I'll do 2 or 3 good quad exercises, and then this basically just squeezes the rest of the juice out of them. And honestly, after doing those 2 leg exercises, I'm getting a pump that's different than doing normal leg exercises. So you'll get something different out of this. And if you're not used to thinking in these terms, think of all the people that are doing ab static holds when they're doing those bridges and just holding themselves up. That really helps you activate your core a lot more and just really focus in on those muscles. That's doing that same thing for your legs. You're really, in mentally, I'm reaching anywhere in my quads that has some juice to hold me up, just to desperately stay up a little bit longer. And I can tell you, it gets you. Okay, last set, everyone. My goal is to be able to do the first set 2 minutes, and then the other ones 1.5 minutes. Work up to being able to do 2 minutes 3 times. I'm not sure how long that'll take, but I like to have some sort of goal for exercises. It just helps you mentally push farther and harder. Otherwise, if you don't have a goal, and really, this is just mental toughness training. If I'm being honest, this is brutal. This might not look very exciting, but man. And hey, if you're like a master, do some bounces while you're doing this. Just be like, ooh. If you want to really tire it out a little bit more, be my guest. I am just on fire, just everywhere. Come on, gotta get at least 1 minute. 2, 1, yes. Oh my gosh. Woo. And hey, this is also a very, sorry, I'm like yelling. The pain is a little intense. All right. Another nice thing is this is a safe movement in the sense of if you fail, you're just going to fall on the floor. You could also put like a bench or a seat underneath you if your knees don't like to bend all the way down. So there's ways you could fit it to whatever needs that you have. And try this out. I mean, I really haven't done this exercise since gym class. I don't even remember what made me think of it. I didn't see a video or anything of anyone trying this, but I was just like, hey, what's something I haven't done in forever? And holy cow, this is a good one. This is going to be one that I'm going to do for a while because for my joints, feels really nice. My body is not used to this type of training whatsoever. I might add some static training into my repertoire and see what kind of benefits I get from it. But the question is, do static holds help with muscle growth? I would say yes. I'd say it has some direct benefits because going back, there's some recent studies that talk about if you're training a muscle in a stretched position and keeping it under tension, it's supposed to help with muscle growth. Now I get that it's kind of static and you're not moving much, but it's still in that stretched position and it's under a heck of a lot of tension. And if that doesn't directly work, indirectly, it's going to give you a stronger mindset, push into that pain harder, and be able to put more demand on your muscles to make them have to adapt anyways. So I would give it 2 thumbs up. And that, my friends, is the end of this video. I'm honestly surprised of how much of a pump I'm feeling. My theory is all those small little muscles that kind of get ignored when you're doing bigger movements, it just really helps use every muscle fiber in those quads because I'm feeling even fuller pump than my other 2 exercises. So it's really cool. It might be a good idea to do one light exercise after this since your legs are so full just to try to pump a little bit more blood in there. Who knows? Give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to know your thoughts on this exercise. Might seem a little elementary, but it definitely has its place. And as far as a burnout or a finisher exercise, it's definitely top tier. If you have a more favorite leg finisher, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ways to train and just want to turn this whole channel into a nice community of sharing fitness advice and helping us all get on that game train, get more shreds, get more gains. Don't forget to watch one of these videos over here. It would be oh so splendid and tells YouTube that these are good videos and it tries to share them with everybody. And as always, don't forget to tune in to More Self Built.